Hello, my friends. I realized something, yes. Some of the people that are watching this may not exactly know what the war is. And I don't have any video evidence to show the war at all. But I can explain it to you and how it all began and started. So that's what I will do. But I do not have any video evidence. I have some photos, but I don't have any videos. So it'll just be me talking to you this time. So then let's begin. The war began in a different realm. Before H4 reset it, he had a house, and I built PumpTopia. I had one member join, then another after a while, and Shadow joined once, actually, in the realm. H4 wanted to reset his house. We had a few fights because something had happened and I accidentally killed him, and a war started, but he wanted to reset the realm, so he did. And then I went into a mine, and I began getting resources and a lot of cobblestone, and then I went off and left the mine and the ravine that I found, and began building PumpTopia. When it was finished, well, I made a map of the entire world. Then I came back. Well, not the entire world, I made a map of mostly the realm and the area, and I found H4's new house that he built. Then I went back, all the way, to PumpTopia. And by this point, I had no idea Zelotic was in the realm. Well, I did, but I didn't know where her base was. And Sophia Valentine was on the realm as well. I wasn't sure where exactly, but they were there. I knew where H4's house was, but I stumbled across a house as well. And H4 recently said that I noticed that, well, he said that it was Shadow's house. Shadow is H4's friend, and so then I could have burned it down, but I didn't see the point, so I did not. And then, one day, H4 is recruiting some people to join him. He recruits someone named Opal. I believe that's his name, yes. He recruits Opal. We recruited Opal, yes, and then we went back to the base in PumpTopia, and there things went a wrong way, in a way. I got offline. Opal began building something. And when I went offline, I got a message. I did say this yesterday. I got a message in Discord that said that H4 messaged me in Discord, and he said, I got rid of all of the little hills in your land. I can make little hills if you want. I also created an infinite water source. I specifically told him, me and Opal told him, not to go into PumpTopia and to leave. We almost killed him because he did not. And he went in when I was offline. And he got rid of the dirt in the land. Not only that, but I got news that Sophia Valentine was being attacked by H4. H4 says it was a joke, but the fact that he attacked Sophia Valentine and went into our base and cleared out some things without saying anything when I was offline, well, that will start a war. I went into his base, yes, a few times, when he told me not to. However, he was online at the time. I was searching for something. I was searching for an enchantment table, and I thought he had one, and he did. So I kept going back for it. I kept going back because I needed the enchantment table for this future protection of the country. If I was going to defend the country, I need some enchantments on my armor, even if it is just iron armor. And then I left because I couldn't find any. And then I remembered Zelotic had an enchantment table, so I did go there, and I took some of the lapis that was in my chest from PumpTopia, and I enchanted it using the enchantment table there, and then I went back to PumpTopia, and I have iron armor. But H4 was online at the time. I was just searching his base for the protection of the country. H4 went into my base when I was offline. If I were online at the time and he kept going back because he was searching for something for the protection of his country, that's fine. But he went in and just got rid of the dirt there. That doesn't make any sense. Was he trying to protect the country? I don't know. But then he attacked Sophia Valentine. Why? Just doesn't make much sense. So what we did was plan an attack on H4, and he saved the world before the war began. And then he had a copy of it, so then at any time he could go back and reset the world, even if everything was destroyed. So we went to his house, and I actually have a picture of what happened there. We began attacking him, and he began attacking us. But he was afraid. He had no one on his side that was online. Me, Ulfo, and Zelotic went to his base. Sophia Valentine was not online at the time during this. And H4 went into the nether. And by that time that H4 had gone into the nether, we did something to his base, I will say. We did. Let me show you. This is H4's house. We burnt it down, but if you can see, that was it. We put lava in front of where the nether portal is. That's me standing in front of it. We had completely burned it down. It was a good day, good time, yes. And, yes, he was stuck in the nether. So we thought. We went back to PumpTopia and prepared some more. And then, well, Ulfo had lost his Fortune 2 pickaxe. And he wanted it back. So, he said to H4, if you reset the server, your house is back. Everything's back to normal. And we have our Fortune 2 pickaxe. But he didn't want to, so we threatened to burn down his friend's house. That's the one thing H4 didn't want to happen. And, well, I mean, H4 said that, no, he didn't want the house burnt down, but he wouldn't reset the server either. So we burnt down the house. I kind of just went with it after Zelotic started burning it down with the lava, so I just started burning it down as well. So did Ulfo. Ulfo began killing the dogs. Zelotic began killing the dogs. Zelotic at the time was also riding a horse. That will come into play later. At the time, she was riding the horse when she killed the dogs. But we just burned down the house and said, H4, if you reset the server, you have all of your stuff back, and Shadow's house is not burned down anymore. Your friend has their house back. You have your house back. We have our Fortune 2 pickaxe back. It's all back to normal. He still said no, so that really didn't make any sense. But then Shadow got online, and H4 went back to the overworld, except he did not spawn in the lava trap. He spawned somewhere else. Sophia Valentine's base, where Sophia Valentine had another portal. He looted it and burnt down everything, and then he ran all the way back, and Shadow got on the realm. Yeah, I did just say that. Shadow got on the realm, and he spawned in his destroyed and burnt down house. And yes, it was not good. H4 went over to Shadow. I got onto a horse I had tamed, a diamond, and not diamond. I got onto the horse and put diamond horse armor on it, though, and I had a saddle. And then I ran over to them and began attacking them on the horse, and then H4 attacked me with a sword made of fire. And that's the sword that was stolen off Ulful's body when H4 had killed him when the war had started. So he had a fire sword, technically, and I had to run away from him. Zelotic was on the horse as well, and H4 destroyed the horse and was chasing Zelotic, and it seemed like Zelotic was the only one they wanted, so I gave Zelotic the horse and told Zelotic to go. And H4 just let me run. He kept going after Zelatik and chasing them, and Shadow came out of nowhere and began chasing Zelatik as well. Zelatik did make the mistake later on and put the horse in the water, trying to cross a river to the other side of the mountain and island, and the horse got stuck in the water, and H4 and Shadow were really close behind, and Zelatik had to leave the horse behind. Zelatik ran towards PumpTopia, and then, well, by the time they got there, things went horribly wrong. We already had planned, however, later on, that PumpTopia was not going to make it, and we had to build a new one, the third PumpTopia, somewhere else. And if PumpTopia was going to get destroyed in the war, we would have to destroy it ourselves, but it seems like H4 and Shadow did that for us, because by the time we got to PumpTopia, Shadow was there. He stopped me from going in. I escaped roughly in time, but he chased me and I got in a boat, and then I swam away in the boat, or rode away in the boat. Zelatik was on their way as well, and got in the boat with me, and we went there. At this time, Molful was, I believe, in Zelatik's base. It was the Zelatik's base is a treehouse base, so we went there. Shadow and H4 were chasing us, but I can only assume, burnt down everything in PumpTopia, but then again, we wouldn't need anything. By the time we got to Zelatik's base, we took absolutely everything. We got an enchantment table, we got the brewing stand, we got a graphic table. I went down, left the base, and then I destroyed all of the crops that were in the base. And we just got rid of everything. We took every valuable, and we knew we would have to run. So we got in the boat and went west. And we kept going west and kept going west and kept going west. And we got on land, found a village, set our spawn points, got on the water, found another village, set our spawn points, got on the water again, and we found something. I can't say what it is because H4 watches this YouTube channel, but I will say it will be the end of all things when H4 finds out what it is. We went down into it and called it our base, and there we are today. And we have a plan. H4 will see it soon, but the plan will be big. And that's where we are right now. But the bad news is that Sophia Valentine's all the way on the other side. I did give Sophia Valentine the coordinates, but still, I don't know. Yes. Also, there is something that did happen, though. When I got onto the server, H4 Ulful had a whole bunch of items when I came back on. He had in PumpTopia before everything was gone. He had an enchantment table. He had all of these crops. He had everything. And he had something else as well. He had this. This is where Tommy and it would sit and stare at the sunset with the discs playing. Full helped us, yes. And unfortunately it's all gone, but I have a plan. And you will see what it is soon, my friends. I call this plan the Star Destroyer plan. You will know what I mean soon. And that's where we are in the war right now, so then yes. I'm actually about to get online the realm right now, so then, yes. I will see all you friends later. And I'll see all you friends on the realm very soon.